Have you ever felt that your age is holding you back? That invisible number on your birth certificate whispers in your ear, telling you it is too late, too early, or simply not the right time to chase the life you dream about. Think about it. How many times have you wanted to try something new, to step into the unknown? But a voice inside said, "You can't do this now. You're too old. You're too young. It's not your season." That voice is powerful, isn't it? It makes you question your worth. It makes you measure yourself against a ticking clock. But let me tell you something that can change the way you see your life forever. Your age is not your cage. It is just a number, nothing more, nothing less. The only prison is the belief that you are defined by that number. When you were a child, you never worried about being too young. You just ran, laughed, explored, and tried. When you grow older, you begin to believe the lie that time has power over your dreams. But here's the truth. The only thing time controls is the clock on the wall. It has no control over your passion, your determination, your courage, and your will to rise. Let me ask you something. If not now, then when? If not you, then who? Life doesn't wait for anyone. The hours pass whether you move or stand still. The question is not whether you have time. The real question is whether you have the courage to ignore the illusion that age is a barrier. Psychology has proven again and again that the human mind obeys belief. If you believe you are too old, you will act too old. If you believe you are too young, you will hesitate and hide. But when you believe age is nothing but a number, your brain responds with energy, with drive, with possibility. Your mindset is the true engine of your future. So why do so many people let age stop them? Because fear uses age as a mask. It says, wait, slow down. Don't risk it. You've missed your chance. That fear pretends to protect you, but in reality, it robs you. It steals the days you still have, the dreams you still carry, the chances you still deserve. And here is something to think about deeply. The pain of never trying is far heavier than the fear of starting late. Imagine reaching the end of your life and realizing that the only thing that stopped you was a number you gave too much power to. Imagine the regret of knowing you could have begun, but you didn't because you believed you were too something. Too young, too old, too late, too early. These excuses are nothing but walls built in your own mind. But here is the gift hidden in all of this. Age is also your proof. It is proof that you have lived, proof that you have survived, proof that you have a story. That number you see is not your limit. It is your receipt for experience, for resilience, for lessons learned. Every year you carry gives you more fuel to move forward, not less. And let me promise you something. If you stay with me until the end of this video, you will receive a key that can unlock this prison of numbers forever. By the end, you will see age for what it truly is. Not a chain, not a curse, but simply a measure of time past, never a measure of time left. You will feel a shift inside you, a spark, a fire that tells you your best days are not behind you. They are still waiting for you. So hold on. Don't walk away, because the reward for staying is freedom. Freedom from the weight of numbers, freedom from the fear of too late, freedom from the belief that you are done before you have even begun. What you are about to discover can breathe life back into your goals, no matter how young or how old you are. The journey begins now. Society has taught us to worship numbers. We count our years as if they are chains. We celebrate youth as if it is the only season of strength, and we fear aging as if it is a curse. But this belief is not truth. It is a myth carefully built by voices around us, repeated so often that we start to carry it inside our own heads. Think about how the world speaks about age. When someone is young, they hear, "You are too inexperienced. You don't know enough yet. Wait until you're older." And when someone grows older, they hear, "You've passed your prime. It's too late to start. Your time is already gone. Do you see the trap?" The young are told to wait, and the old are told to stop. Where in this cycle does anyone get permission to live? The truth is clear. If you listen to this myth, you will waste your entire life standing on the sidelines, never stepping into the arena of your dreams. Age is only a number, yet society treats it like a verdict. It hands you labels that do not belong to you. Too young, too old, too early, too late. These labels are lies, and lies gain power only when you accept them. The moment you refuse to wear these labels, you take back your freedom. Psychology teaches us that human beings live by stories. The stories we repeat to ourselves shape our identity. If you tell yourself the story that you are too old to start something new, your brain will shut down possibilities. If you repeat the story that you are too young to be taken seriously, your mind will find evidence to confirm it. But when you rewrite the story and declare that age does not define you, your brain begins to search for proof of your strength, your courage, your ability. The myth loses its grip the moment you stop feeding it. Look deeper into the world and you will see examples everywhere. A child who builds a business before finishing school. A retiree who learns a new skill and builds a second life. A man or woman who refuses to let gray hair silence their dreams. These people are not exceptions. They are simply proof that the myth is not real. They decided to believe in themselves instead of the calendar. And because of that decision, their lives opened in ways that inspire the world. But here is the danger. When you grow up in a world that repeats the myth of age, you absorb it without even realizing it. It shows up in small moments. You hesitate to apply for the job because you think they want someone younger. You resist starting a business because you think you should have begun earlier. You hold back your voice because you think people will not take someone your age seriously. These small doubts pile up like bricks, building a wall around your potential. And then one day, you wake up trapped, not by your age, but by the story you believed about your age. Ask yourself, who created these rules? Who decided when you are too young or too old? They are invisible laws made by people who stopped believing in their own potential. They gave up on their dreams and now they want you to carry the same chains. But you don't have to. You can choose to break the myth, to step beyond the limits placed on you. And here is the most powerful truth. Your value has nothing to do with time. Your energy comes from purpose. Your drive comes from vision. Your strength comes from courage. None of these qualities can be measured by numbers. A heart that burns with passion is timeless. A mind that refuses to quit is ageless. And a soul that chooses to rise cannot be stopped by the passing of years. The myth of age is just that, a myth. A lie repeated until it sounds like truth. But once you see it clearly, once you expose it for what it is, it crumbles. It loses power over you. And when that happens, you finally realize something life-changing. Every day you are alive is a day you can begin again. Every morning you open your eyes is another chance to create, to learn, to grow, to love, to fight for what matters. The calendar may count years, but it cannot count the size of your heart.